how to make your work enjoyable, how to find happiness in that workplace. This is what Shree Krishna says, karmanyevadhikaraste ma phaleshu kadachana. People come to me every day. Swamiji, I'm feeling so guilty, I made some mistake. What should I do? How to make your work enjoyable, how to find happiness in that workplace. The first point is that do not be goal-oriented, be process-oriented. This is what Shree Krishna says, karmanyevadhikaraste ma phaleshu kadachana. Of course, you have to set targets. Monthly targets, quarterly targets, yearly targets, etc. But if your whole effort is to accomplish a goal, the goal is in the future and the effort is in the present. And you have tied your happiness to the future. So in the present, then you're not getting any happiness. So rather than just working for goals, if you try to enjoy the roses along the way, which means you make the process a relishable one, that will give you a sense of happiness. The goal once achieved is over. But if you are enjoying the process, then it's a constant effort, feedback, improvement. Effort, feedback, improvement. It's not a once and done thing. So take a look. Let's derive inspiration from what Samuel Pierpont Langley did not do, but the Wright brothers did. Have you all heard of Samuel Pierpont Langley? You have not. The reason is he was only goal-oriented. The Wright brothers were not even college graduates. They were owning a bicycle shop. But somehow everybody knows of their efforts and their first flight. While Samuel Pierpont Langley, he worked at the Smithsonian and he had a chair at Harvard. And he was commissioned at the beginning of the last century by the United States military to look into the possibility of getting a man to fly a machine in the air. So he had all the resources at his command. $50 million was allotted to him. And he had access to the biggest brains in the United States. And the New York Times followed him day and night. His every move. On the other hand, in North Carolina, there were these two bicycle shop owners, Wilbur and Orville. They were just excited about doing this thing. They loved the process. And it is said that every day when they went to the airfield, they used to carry 5 sets of spare parts because that was the number of times their flying machine crashed. And their helpers were also not college graduates. And finally, when they managed to get that aeroplane to fly some 900 feet, the New York Times did not even come to know of it. It was informed a few days later and shown photograph of it. So the difference between the two became evident later on. They were enjoying the process and he was simply working for the results. And how do we know that? The moment Samuel Langley came to know that Wilbur and Orville have succeeded, he immediately closed his shop and left. He did not say, "Oh my God, you've done it. Come, let me see how I can help you do it a little better." For him, it was only the goals, the fame, the glory, the rewards associated with it. Whereas for these two, the process itself was enjoyable. Now further, the next point I'd like you to consider is that don't be a perfectionist. People who are perfectionists, they are neurotics. Because nobody in this world is perfect except God. People come to me every day in the morning walk, "Swamiji, I'm feeling so guilty, I made some mistake. What should I do?" I say, "Are you God?" No, I'm not. Then to err is human. You made a mistake, put it behind and move ahead. This world is a world of imperfect people, imperfect processes, imperfect organizations. So if you are looking for perfection, you will very soon be disappointed. We used to tell that joke about 40 years ago, that one Westerner came to India. He was an atheist and he went around the country. He went to Delhi, Mumbai, Kolkata, Chennai. And then after 6 months in India, he said, "Now I believe in God." So people asked him why. He said, "I can't see any management, any processes, so much of chaos, and yet this country is running. Only God can make it run." That is our jugaad, right? The Indian style of management. So, if you are a perfectionist, then God save you, because you will never be a happy person. Instead of that, you pursue excellence. And there's a tremendous difference between pursuing excellence and being a perfectionist. When you pursue excellence, you are racing against yourself. Is this the best I could do? Let me see. Maybe I still could do a better job than this. And that is the way the world champions work. Because the world champion racers, they don't have anybody to race with. But they are always racing against their own selves, against the best that they can do. When we choose to pursue excellence, then naturally our work will give us a sense of fulfillment and a job well done.